okay with all you guys? I'm going to be recording this meeting.
Yes.
So one more time, I'm back on Clipchamp. Okay, now in clipchamp.com, you're going to click on Browse My Files. Now I set up my stuff in this folder, so I see it right there and I'm opening it. And I'm going to choose a video. I think I'd like to see what they are. Okay, I'm going to choose this one. And I give it a second, and there it is. I can see a thumbnail of it. Let's get 2 videos. So I'm going to click on this plus sign, add media on the side, browse my, excuse me, files, and find another movie. Probably this one. All right. Now I have 2 clips up here in my, I don't know what this is called, clipboard, something. And I'm going to drag both of them down into my timeline. So that one is first, and I can see it's like taking up the whole bottom. So I'm going to zoom out until it gets shorter. I don't like to deal with them when they're that big. And actually, I wanted this one first, so I'm going to put it in front. You can put it in front, you can put it in back, whichever you like. Am I going too fast?
No.
So because I asked you guys to turn off your, and then Mimi, I want to show you something. Mimi, if you don't want to go through this, one place you could explore is this option right here called stock. And I want you to notice there are 3 categories: video, audio, and GIFs. And you want to look for the free forevers because the others cost money. So these are free video stock. This is free audio stock if you click on it. And I believe like almost all the GIFs are free. I feel a well-placed GIF is just, I'm all for the GIFs. They say so much more than words. Okay, but I digress. So you guys can, I mean, Mimi, you can explore in there if you prefer. And you can add that into your library and then add it as media. Somebody is echoing, I think. So if you have 2 machines, only one of them should be on Zoom. You don't have, I'm not sure. Okay, moving forward with everybody else. So we have these 2 clips down here. Now I'm going to click on one, and I get a green line around it. And if I get close to the edge, I get a thick bar in the middle, and that allows me to trim off the end or bring it back. And I can do that in the front as well. Trim off the front. That's like if you're leaning in to turn off your camera, you'd want to trim that off. So that's a good way to trim. But sometimes the problem is in the middle of the clip. When that's the case, this white pin thing is called the playhead. You want to drag it to where the problem is. And then see the scissors up here? You click split. And then maybe,
just to clarify, so then I would know where the problem is by like watching the video and watching the time and know like, oh, I messed up at 26 seconds or something.
Well, yeah, and you can hear it too. You don't have to know the time. You can just watch the video, you know.
Okay.
But yeah, you watch the video and then like I'll be watching the video. Oh, and let me take this out. I can hear it too. So let's say I'm going along and
it's so beautiful here.
And I just hit my space bar to stop because I realized, oh, when she stops talking, I want to cut right there. So space bar will stop the play action, and then you can just hit split.
Okay, great.
And this whole part in here is a big, I can just delete that. So I take out what the problem is. Now, Mimi heard me say this yesterday, I think, or I'm not sure if I did, but what I do when I'm recording, because let me put my headphones back on. So you have different ways of doing it. So you could do a lot of takes, like you make a mistake, so you stop your recording and you start over. If you do it that way, you should stop and delete the mistake. If you don't, later you're gonna have to watch all those takes again to find out where the good one was. So even though it's a pain in the neck, come out of the camera mode and delete the mistakes as you go. That's a big time saver. And for me, like a lot of times I'll start coughing or choking. And so let me stop recording just to show you this. I'll go like this while I'm coughing and the video's recording. I'm like, ugh, because then later when I'm doing a really rough, quick preview and fast forwarding through it, I can easily find where the mistake is. Because I can go like this, right? I can just, let me see if I drag this. I'm just well, it's not very good in this, but in other programs, it'll show you the frames as you go. Clipchamp is not that good about that. And then I could see my hands waving, so it would make it easier. And then the last bit of advice for that was I'm trying to convince myself to stop cursing, because when you're filming and you make a mistake, you might say an expletive. But with editing and you get really sick of watching it, it could be easy for a curse to slip in if you're not careful. So my goal for myself is if the camera's running, I'm not allowed to.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like a fear I have, right? Because I do a lot of videos and it's like late at night, I'm like, just get this stupid video done. And I'm like, oh, I hope it didn't. Yeah, sometimes I wake up at like in the morning to watch it one more time.
oh,
Make sure it's
it's
okay.
so true.
Yeah. So don't curse while the camera is running. All right, so that's how you split it. And now okay, now, on the side, I'm going to start with the title, okay? On the side, you'll see the word background. And, unfortunately for you guys, you don't have the best of the worlds. If you were on an Apple device, there would be so much more available to you, but this is free. And if you had an Apple, iMovie's free too, but you got to get the Apple first. You drag one of these down to the timeline. I've chosen black. And now, if you look over here, there's text. And these are your options for how your title might look. And you can choose which one you like. So I might go a little fancy and drag this down, and it goes on top of my black background. And it shows up as a tiny purple box. And then when I click on that purple box, these options show up at the top: text, transform, and colors. So here you click on text and you type your title. And you can choose from a few fonts, quite a few fonts. And which is better than iMovie actually for the iPad. And then you can transform it by just the size of your letters, which apparently they don't give you a preview of. Let me see if I move the playhead. Hold on a sec. All right. Now if I transform, I probably can see it better, yeah. So you can change the size of the letters, and you can change the color of the letters and the color of those lines. So that's pretty. That's actually more than you can do in iMovie. So now you have a title there. And if I hit play, I can watch it. And whenever I have a split between like the background and this clip or this clip and this clip, in these little lines, you're usually going to want to have, oh, before I do that, if you want your title to be a little bit longer, you can stretch out your background box and then stretch out your title box. And if you felt like your title was a little bit too long, you could go in the other direction and squeeze it down a little bit. Yeah, I'm having technical difficulties. There we go. Now, if I had left that out like that, it would continue to play over my video. And that's an option if you want. It's not very good in this situation, but in sometimes it might be okay. Now, every time there's a break in a clip from one clip to another, that's where transitions come in. On the side, on the bottom, it says transitions. These are your choices of transitions. And I use crossfade pretty much without fail. Because it's a subtle, oops, it didn't work. When you get the plus sign, let go. It's subtle, but when you want to do something dramatic, you might want tiles, which is a little bit more dramatic. And when the transition shows up, it's this little bi-toned, two-colored box. If you click on it, you can change the duration, I believe for up to 4 seconds. And then just click away. 4 seconds is probably not going to look good. Yeah, 4 seconds is a little too much probably. Maybe 2 seconds. You don't want it to go too slow. That's it. Yeah. All right. Now, how do you feel about me giving you the challenge to put 2 clips together with the title in the front, and I'd like a transition between the title and the first clip and the first clip and the second clip. Go. How do you feel about me asking you to do that?
I feel good. I have a question.
Okay, I'm going to stop and feel free to put on your cameras if you like. Someone had a question?
I have a question. Can you hear?
Kinda.
My question is,
Okay. Mimi, how are you doing over there? Is this of any use to you?
I'm playing around with all the different tools.
Cool. Have you got any questions? Have you hit any?
I do actually. I was playing around with audio and video, and I inserted a video, and I inserted an audio. And so my question is, I know that you can move it along the bar, placing it where you want in the sequence.
Yeah.
But you can't elongate it, right? Like you can elongate, you can't like stretch the song out. It's whatever the memory is, and that's what it is, right?
I'm sorry, was it audio you were talking about?
Yeah, because
No,
it doesn't.
the audio is a certain length in seconds, and you can't make it more than that. You could repeat it.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to show you where you have access to longer audio clips in a minute. I don't know about the quality of them, but they're longer and they're free. Meredith, so for your question, Meredith, what you gave me in the chat, on the left-hand side, you should see the word letter T for text. When you click on that T for text, you have a choice of different kinds of titles. You have to drag it down on top of your background, and it'll appear as a purple box. And when you click on that purple box, up at the top, you'll see the word text, transform, color, I think.
Logo.
And if you click on text, then you can type. If it's working for you, Meredith, give me a thumbs up. You might be frozen. Oh, there you are. How about Erica and Nancy? Any questions while Meredith is playing with that?
I'm testing my my transition. I thought I added it, but then I didn't see it. So it was only 1 second. So I added some more time. I'm gonna see if that works.
Okay. Yeah, you'll see the plus sign if it's been added. And and that square will show up and you'll know that you've got it. If it doesn't show up, you didn't get it. How are
Yeah,
you,
I see
Meredith?
this.
Oh, sorry.
I see that little square, but I didn't quite see it when I played the video. So
Yeah, and because you're online and it's a bit it's not always fluid, it might come out in your final product, even though you're not seeing it as you play it back. Definitely
Okay.
would increase the seconds because that'll make it more visible. Yeah.
Okay.
How are you, Meredith?
It looks like I have tried to add like a text headline like 6 times, and I can see all the little purple things that I've dragged down. And when I click there, I'm not able to add text.
All right, so click on one of your purple boxes. Just choose one randomly.
Okay.
Now, way up at the top, do you see the word text?
Yes.
Click on that. Did a window open?
Yes.
That's your place.
Got it.
Yeah.
And so then the little purple box that I'm dragging down, it's not falling in line with the video.
So you should delete the other ones. You only want one. So you can click on it and delete it.
Yeah.
Then you should be able to drag it and put it exactly where you want it.
Yeah.
You could like stretch it out and then clip the other end, whatever works, but somehow it should just drag. It's not dragging.
It drags and it highlights as though it's going to be in line with the video. And then when I let go, it puts itself above the video.
Oh no, yes, it belongs above the video.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Sorry, that's where it lives.
Got it.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Thanks.
All right, does anybody want to show us what they were able to do? Share
How
their
do we-
desktop. Say again, Nancy.
How do we show you?
All right, go on to Zoom.
I'm
And
on
at the bottom, share screen.
but it's, okay.
I don't know what just happened.
Okay.
Is that your video?
No. I don't think it's me.
Oh no, things have gotten crazy.
Although that is kind of my next question about how to add music, because the sound didn't come through on what I'm doing.
Whose music am I listening to? I think it's Mimi's. Is it Mimi? Mimi, I'm gonna mute you. Yeah, that was Mimi. I thought that was you, Nancy. Okay. All right.
Okay, so I'm gonna share and then get on to this Clipchamp thing.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
hold
was
on.
funny. I thought that was your video playing. I couldn't figure out what that was.
So I'm going to desktop, share,
Yeah, there we go.
and then,
I'm gonna turn off my video so yours will work better.
okay, give me a minute.
No worries.
Okay, so,
You can drag that green thing out of the way if it's blocking what you need. Okay.
it's totally blocking.
All right,
me.
you can just drag it to another location. Put it at the bottom of the screen. Drag it by the green, not the red.
Okay, it's not dragging.
It isn't, huh?
Dang
Okay,
it.
sorry.
Oh, there it goes.
Yay.
All right, I dragged it. Okay, so now,
So you got to find that tab where Clipchamp was.
yep. No, that's not it.
No. Or you can just type clipchamp.com.
And on my other Chromebook, I already saved,
Oh, I see.
But-
Computer. That's right. You're using
Yeah.
Teams. I understand.
but this is, Okay, so I have not connected two videos together because it took me all that time to try and do a title.
Okay.
I don't know how to sign in.
How'd you sign up?
I
Probably with Google.
don't remember.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
On the other Chromebook, it's saved. I think one thing about using the Chromebook is that it takes a while to.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're gonna have a, huh. All right.
All right. If I just want to see a video. Okay, here it is. David dancing. Here we go.
Oh, okay, cool. Nice.
And then, but it has this weird thing where it says assembly pixels. Do you see that?
Assembling pixels. Okay. All right, hit your play button.
It looks like it's not there.
And you can fit it to screen if you want to make it
There
bigger.
it is. There's the title.
Nice.
And then you don't see anything.
Oh, it looks like it's having trouble with something. Oh, okay. It's because you changed machines. It probably needs to get that thing off your drive.
But it did it before too.
Say it again.
It did it before too on the other machine as well.
When you're done, you're going to export a file which will not be dependent on anybody clicking on anything to download.
No, it doesn't even, it won't let me do it.
Yeah.
Well, there we go.
So you're better off getting those videos on your machine instead of having them on drive. Well,
Right. I had it on the other machine.
yeah, so you're on two machines, so that's going to mess it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to stop your share.
Okay, thank you.
How about anybody else? Does anybody else want to give that a try?
I can try it, but mine is not as fun as David dancing.
Oh,
Well, but you didn't see David dancing.
Mine is boring old reader's workshop.
sounds good.
Okay. Can you see it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All
So
right.
hit
I'm gonna
play
press.
and you might
Okay.
want to do fit to screen.
Okay. How do I do fit to screen?
Isn't that in the corner somewhere? Wait, let me see. First hit, yeah. Oh,
That's it.
that
That's
is it, yeah.
This one right here?
Yeah, hit play first and then,
Okay.
okay. And then give me that one.
Ooh.
Oh, I don't think it's working, but that's fine. We can see it. Nice.
I like the title.
I missed the title. Can I see that again? I'm
Ooh,
sorry.
The title was really neat.
The title? Okay. Let me go back.
Oh, that is nice. That's very nice. And why don't you drag it ahead so we can check out your transition? You see the playhead?
Right. Yeah.
There you go. We're not seeing anything.
Yeah. See, that's where I couldn't see it.
Yeah, I don't see it either.
And then, but then later I added another one, and this one I can see.
Okay. Yep, that was like a go to white.
Yeah.
I might delete that first one and try it again. There seems to be something wrong with it. You might
Okay.
change what you're using, or that was very good. So you got a lot of skills right there.
Okay.
right.
Yay.
How about Meredith? You want to give it a shot, or Mimi?
Sorry, I'm not there yet. Sure, I'll give it a shot. It's not complete, but. And I had a few questions actually afterwards.
Oh yeah, right on.
Okay.
And as she's getting ready, you all should make an account with YouTube, which is really easy. And you might want to have 2 accounts. Oh, wow, that's beautiful. All right, I'll talk about that later.
Okay, shall I start, Claire?
Yeah. You could try fit to screen because you might have it. I love my own video. That's Standish Hickey. It's a park in the Redwoods along the Eel River. Is it glitching on you or is that me? All right, so I'm assuming you were asking about how Clipchamp shows up in your movie sometimes.
Well, yeah, I had that question, but also, Claire, you know, where I had attempted the text. How do you actually put text in there again instead of it saying your text goes here?
Okay, once you've got that purple box selected, up at the very top of your screen, you'll see text, transform, and color.
Right.
You click on text and then a box will open where you can type it and choose a font.
Yeah, for some reason, when I selected, so after I select text and it goes into the menu of all the different options, where would I find the text bar again to text to put in
All right,
text?
so let me share my screen with you.
Okay.
Where is clip? Okay, so let's say I didn't have this here. All right, so I'm in this choices of titles and I drag this one down and it appears as a purple box. Oops. Why am I having trouble? Anyway, when I click on this box, not here, but over here, there's this text thing, and that's your key to doing it. Does that help?
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, it does. I guess for some reason I don't see that on my Chromebook.
Oh, can
And I
you
know I
share your
did this with
screen
you
with me
yesterday,
again?
Claire. Sure.
All right, so go ahead and click on a purple box in the timeline. Down below, above your video clips, one of those, or blue boxes or purple, whatever color you would call that. One says the chance. You gotta go down, no, down a little bit lower. Yeah, click where it says the chance. Oh, that's audio. My bad. I'm sorry. Go ahead and drag a title down into your
So this is the title here that I attempted, Claire.
what do you say when you say this? I don't see it. Let me see what you.
Oh, you don't see your text goes here?
Okay, drag it down to your timeline. Oh, I do see it. Yeah. And show me where that is in your timeline. I don't see it.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's really odd. It's somewhere at the beginning.
How about we zoom in so maybe we'll be able to see it underneath your
right.
preview windows. So it's somewhere near that playhead, right? Because it's showing
Yeah,
up.
it's
I
weird.
don't see it. Let's keep zooming in. Maybe it'll show up.
Yeah, I zoomed out quite a bit, so
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
that's really weird.
Okay, let's try. It might be underneath something. I don't know if you're comfortable deleting stuff, but
Sure, yeah.
why don't you delete the background first?
Yeah.
So in the timeline, click on that black square.
This one here, it's supposed to highlight green, right?
Yeah, and it's not. You might need to abandon ship and start a new project. I'm not sure what's going on there.
Oh,
It seems to be like it's got a black hole where everything is untouchable over there. Like I can see it, but it's black, right? I mean,
yeah.
try clicking on that black thing that it's supposed to be. in front of the chants, that black rectangle.
So I've,
No.
I've
Oh.
highlighted this, and I
Yeah,
could
it doesn't.
delete
Okay,
that. Let me
yeah.
delete that. Maybe it's behind there somewhere.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's weird.
It is a mystery. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
All right. All right, guys. So I'm going to stop your share. Now, as I was saying, you guys will want to go over to YouTube and make a YouTube account. I have actually 3. When I first got my account, I got it with Berkeley.net, and they allowed me to make another account so my name wasn't out there. I made Misty 210, and that's no longer an option for you, but I have it from long ago. So you have your choice of your Berkeley Unified account, and you can make a new Gmail account, which I highly recommend, and make a separate YouTube account attached to that. Because as you make videos, you might want to start making videos for your family, and that stuff you could put on your other channel. But the stuff you do with the kids, I highly recommend, and I think, it was my friend Ellie. I thought it was you, Meredith, for a second. Some people don't agree with me, but I really believe you should put all your work for students on your Berkeley Unified account, because you have a better chance of them having access to it, because using a BUSD device, they won't have access to your other channel. And if you use your BUSD account and always signify that it's made for children, over time, YouTube will take that firewall down that's blocking kids from getting to your videos. So you're going to want to make an account. I want to show you, if you go to youtube.com, I'm going to share with you again. If you go to youtube.com, once you have an account, your icon is going to show up in this corner over here. And you're going to have access to a bunch of things. Now for me, since I have more than one account, it's very easy for me to switch through between my various accounts. So over here, one of the choices is called YouTube Studio. It's a really nice resource for a variety of reasons. But the one I want to show you right now is, if you scroll down here on the side, Audio Library. So this is a enormous volume of free, copyright-free audio, and you can see the durations vary. Now, these headings don't line up properly with what's beneath them, but I think it's good to go by genre. And I'm going to take this off so you can hear it. This is a nice song, Sandcastle. So it's really, really good to use music. I highly recommend it. Behind your title, I have it behind my whole video. I make it go very soft when I'm talking. And then in those little breaks where nobody's talking, I bring the audio back up, and it makes this beautiful finished product. And also, I'm going to stop sharing for a second. There's a lot of bad music on there too. So like it's just not very good. It's not my taste. So one of the things I did is I did some searches for what are the most popular YouTube audio library songs, because people have already been, like, YouTube curators are using this already. So you can just lean back on them. Like, there's a list of the top 10 children's songs. If you do a search on YouTube, they'll give you a video where they actually play little clips of the songs for you as they say the titles. And that's a good way to weed through that resource. I'm at 9:42, so I'm hesitant to start anything new.